Okay, it is time for your health check. You know, a lot of you might be seeing some family members for the first time in a long time today, especially with older relatives. Stay aware of signs of cognitive decline.
Memory loss is the most common thing. Repeating conversations, asking the same question, 3 hours later denying that they did ask the question. No, I didn't ask you that. No, we talked about that 3 hours ago.
Dr. Paul Schultz says early signs of dementia present as more than just forgetfulness. So language changes, difficulty finding words, trouble finding their way around a familiar place, change in mood, or overlooking a simple task like not turning on the oven while cooking might be signs that there's been a chemical change in the brain.
Probably half the people I see show up with a mood issue. So, in other words, for the first time in their life, they're depressed or anxious. And oftentimes they can't describe why it is. Like, it's not like they lost a loved one or that there's some financial stressor. The chemical changes in the brain that cause dementia also affect mood, because where does my mood come from? It's from my brain.
Dr. Schultz says recognizing signs early is critical because treatment is more effective sooner rather than later. And if being around your family means mixed emotions, maybe a little anxiety leading up to gatherings, it is good to be in tune with that. Mental health experts say, remember, everyone is coming to the table, literally, with different challenges. So leave any old tension or friction in the past and just try to enjoy the present.
Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about resolving conflicts. Focus on the moment. It can also be helpful to almost stand outside of yourself and just observe what's happening. Observe others, their reactions, your reactions, and most importantly, remembering that we can only control ourselves.
Dr. Brad Schwal says the best way to have genuine conversation is by asking open-ended questions. How are you? How are the kids? How is your relationship? And then leave the space for an honest answer. Listen without judgment, and don't assume you know everything about everyone's life based on what you see on Facebook or Instagram. Remember, those are the happy highlights. I know some of that stuff is easier said than done, but it's all about mindset. So don't ask anyone when they're getting married, when they're having babies, when they're going to college.
Okay.
Leave that stuff out of the conversation. Just be pleasant.
Or just don't invite those people over if you're gonna have that much tension. Yeah.